All right, Louis Porcelino, Man Over Market, and this is the wrap up for E-mini trading. And so, what happened here? Okay, I'll tell you what happened. The ECB basically told the Greeks, "No deal, go pound salt." I know that's not a term, but they basically told the ECB, they told the Greeks that's what's going to happen, and they basically ordered an eviction notice on Greece. What does it matter? Let Greece go. Who cares? Their new finance minister is he's a Marxist socialist. Let him go. Let him have his own programs. Let him have two people over there, rich and poor, and and they'll have nowhere to go get money because they want to default on their loans. Let them go. That's just my opinion. Now, I was negative on the market. I told we turned people around today, right in here. Said it would be going up to 2047. As you can see, they took it all back on the close, on the news. And by the way, this break was not as good or not as strong as I thought it'd be because the people in the know were short probably 8, 9, 10,000 contracts, and we're able to cover them 2,000, between 1,000 and 1,500 lower. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm telling you. And because you can't see it anymore, all right. So I'm very calmly going to explain the way it used to work. When I was filling orders in the pit, I represented institutional clients. I knew what their order flow looked like because they were my clients, and they would put a 100 lot in, then they put a 200 lot in, then they put a 300 lot in. You know what? Those institutional clients can only clear at big houses because of the margins and the margin requirements. So the little FCMs weren't clearing them. So we knew what the institutional client looked like. Now, so before I left, people showed up in the pit, and those people in the pit had headphones on, and what they were doing was arbing the E-minis against the bigs. All right, and so some guy shows up. I don't want to mention his name, but I watched him. Here I am, the biggest trader in the pit for 20 years, and every 300 lot, 500 lot that came in, he was there buying them and not sweating, not even sweating, selling and buying 300 and 400 lots at a time. So here's another thing that used to happen with e-minis. You used to be able to look at the e-mini machine and you would look and you could see what clearing firm the order went off at. You would see the amount and the clearing firm. So if you cleared Merrill Lynch, your number was 560, it went off. You see that there was a 500 lot e-mini went off or a 200 lot e-mini. Okay. So what I did was I sat my clerk on the e-mini machine and he watched and counted the trades, and the guy with the headphones that was standing in the pit, the big trader now, what I did was I said his clearing firm is 484. I'm making up the number, but that's for identification. I want you to tell me every time that goes off. So what do we see? This guy is selling 2 and 3 thousand e-minis. They're getting sold, and all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, here comes a big order in the pit to sell. And who's there on the bid? Two, three, four handles lower. There he is. What were they doing? They were front running their customer orders. The institutions were front running their own orders. Okay? So now, what did the Merc do? You don't see the clearing firms anymore. You don't see who it is. All you see are numbers. So there is no way to know what the institutional client is doing. The only way to know it is try to guess by the size. But the depth of the size right now and all the different fake orders and all the different what do you call it, high frequency orders, it's disguised everything. So all right, that's the end of my soap opera. So the market, this profile looks like. I thought they'd take out yesterday's low. This was an unfinished low anyway, so I was expecting that maybe we'd get down there. We got this gap from the opening from P to Q, so that probably will get filled, and we'll see what the overnight brings us. If this thing with the the Greeks and the ECB is really going to be that big of a deal. All right. So I don't know what I did here. I'm sorry. All right. What did I want to show you? I want to show you the this chart. Okay. So now, will the market go back and close above here? This is what we have to be concerned about because this is that halfway point we were talking about. All right. And that halfway point is, if the market would have closed above there, they would have this would have been the third higher close, and maybe the market was on its way to a rally. But now the ECB and the Greeks have thrown a little horseshoe into the or a little wrench into the wheel at this point. All right. Everything else that happened, you can expect. If you take a look at gold, gold rallied off the news because there's uncertainty in the world. We were neutral on gold today. Oil had a big down day, and we were actually short. If you go back today, we thought that was a sell this morning. And then, of course, take a look at bonds. Bonds, big rally on the news up to 50.06. So we expect gold to rally. We expect the bonds to rally because, I'm sorry, because flight to quality, U.S. economy, buy their bonds. More people want to buy the bonds. The lower the rate goes because the demand's so great. Same thing with gold. Gold goes up because of the uncertainty in the world. I still am was I was we were bearish the ES today. We had turned ourselves around. Most of the day, it battled right. It couldn't. Most of the day, the battle was was treated inside value, right? So the market couldn't get itself through the top of value, which was basically at 8.25. So if you look at all the trading that happened right here at 8.25, it would get in, it would go down, it tested the 5 minute pivot. Look at this, one, two, three, four times, and then finally it was rallying, and then the news came out, and it just turned around and caught everyone by surprise. So the one thing that you need to know is if you're trading, always put a catastrophic stop in. Always, whether you're long or short, you never know when news is going to come out and it's going to affect the market. All right, let's see what the overnight bring us. I will be sending you guys out, I will be in the morning after I see the overnight trade. Sorry, I'm a little frazzled today. I'm still a little angry about the market conditions at this point. Anyway, we will see what the overnight brings us, and then I'll give you the update in the morning. All right, and then remember, stay tuned on Top Step Trader, 8 o'clock. I go over a live commentary. You can submit some questions, and then also follow us on Twitter because I'm I'm getting a lot of good emails from people saying how much we're keeping them out of trouble and helping them. All right, Louis Porcelino, Man Over Market. We'll talk to you later. Good luck. Bye.